Hello folks, brew here again. More standard coming up your way. This is the first match between one of my brews and the proper deck. So that is Blue Red Tempo, the Expedite Turbo version, and the Esper Aggro on your right. Basically a rogue brew up against a proper top tier deck. Well, one would argue whether it's still top tier with Marvel Gun, so yeah. And well, what can I say? Um, People will have to test with the deck a lot. Okay, this top land here is actually ephemeral. Didn't want to invest into something that's gonna go away after summer and not gonna actually see play in eternal format. Maybe in something like Frontier, but the format hasn't really received official support. So there is that. Okay, Evolving Wells probably should not be in the deck there. And, well, the canals after turn 3 plus the 4 ephemerals is probably already enough tap lands. So the Wells probably shouldn't be there. It's not like there is Delve or anything like that in the deck, so I don't know why I've put in a couple of Evolving Wells into the deck. Maybe just because, well, you don't have to have access to all the mana untapped in the early turns. So, what is that? Was it turn 2 Inspector or turn 1? Can't say. I cannot quite tell you just yet. Perhaps I just kept a Wonderlander. That would look weird. Oh no, it was a, yeah, it was probably turn 1 Inspector. So the deck has quite a few good 2-drops, that's for sure. And by the way, during those test sessions, Selfless Spirit is a proxy of the Initiate. Although now I'm up with a build that's actually having a split between the two, like 3 and 2 in the main deck. So trying to fit in both, because you do want some Selfless in there. Because of the Avacyn and when people cite in the Sweltering Suns and things like that. It doesn't help against the Expertise though, I mean the Heinous Expertise. But that card is not really all that frequent. And anyway, your deck is not very amazing against 3 mana Lilianas, so yeah, especially this build with a bunch of toolcrafts in there for the tempo. The Scrounger is not amazing, but it says for him to have the flow so that he actually gets to exile it. Okay, he basically just needs to fill up his graveyard and just cast out his hand, no pun intended, and just play a Reveler for refills. Yeah, I do like that blue red deck quite a bit. Don't know if this is the optimal build of it. Okay, scrunch number 2 in the third land, the cycle one. I suppose I needed to go up to 4 and 5, so that's why I played it out like this. Doesn't seem like there is time to cycle. And yeah, with Marvel Gun and Woma probably not seeing play either in any deck, then that means that the appeal of blue as the answer color is actually fading away. So now you can just deal with the stuff that enters, basically. So perhaps instead of going Something like Esper control that I've been testing in the past. You can see that in the standard playlist in the past videos on the channel. So now maybe I could turn back to Absinthe, for example. I don't know. It's a possibility. But then again, perhaps just countering Planeswalkers on the way in is still good. Because there will be some, and you'd probably want to just counter Ishkana now that I think Black-Green Delirium is gonna be great again. So you don't want to deal with that. So I don't know how the deck's gonna look like. And yeah, actually now everybody's gonna have extra sideboard space because they wouldn't have to put in those dismissals, Lost Legacy, Dispossess, and things like that. But now, yeah, you'd have to dedicate those slots to, depending on what's gonna be crushing more. I mean, black-green flavors or Mardu or whatever it is. Okay, countering, what is it, another flow with the Queller, or trying to. Sadly, because of what, another Taplant, or because I tried to play one thing here, didn't have mana for his Senza, that actually got me. So yeah, there's a chance that this Blue-Red Tempo could be better against the new field than the control version. There's a chance of that. Alright, now that he stepped out, it's time to play, I believe, a third Scrounger plus, or is it the second one? I don't know. I think it's a third one. Yeah. And the Hut. I don't have black mana, so I couldn't revive the one in the bin. And yeah, you saw Magma Spray, but it wasn't really a spray, it was shock, because actually extra reach is quite important for this build. It's not like your control, so you just care about having extra damage that can go towards your opponent. And also this gives you the ability to deal with Planeswalkers much better, because you don't really have many counters. You just have, what is it, 4 sensors in the main and a few in the sideboard, and that's it. So burn spells are actually your extra way to deal with the Planeswalkers. Okay, he attacked with Nanate, so he's not really gonna be championing with it. It's pitch to Reveler, and I don't quite agree with that. But yeah, once again, Hut Kering posing a problem. Okay, here's a Hazoret, but he already attacked. Well, anyway, he has like 3 cards left in his hand, so it's not gonna be. Well, it might be active actually next turn. And that could be pretty good. Well, but here's a cast out for that, and another land. Scrounger gets into the heart, and together with Inspector, so from 15 to 10. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen next. Let's see what's gonna happen next. This weekend still I'll be playing against Marvels and such, so probably not jumping off of Esper. But after that, I don't know what I'm supposed to play. Maybe I'm supposed to play then Reservoir, because with Marvel Gun there won't be that much hate for artifacts. There will still be all the vehicle stacks, but still less hate, less counter magic and stuff like that, and no extraction effects either, I imagine. Okay, here's Reveler. He just pitched wet, nothing special. He's just scooping up because, well, he's not really answering the heart. Yeah, it's one of the major problems of this blue-red deck. Sometimes you can just raise, but yeah. Or you can just remove all the crew. And yeah, after sideboarding, Sweltering Suns do help quite a bit. That's for sure. That is for sure. Okay, so I'm thinking of a declaration. It's just an extra way to deal with all of his big threats. I'm thinking about rebukes, because that kind of stuff might be actually good here. Snares are good. Question is what I take out. I can probably take out some of these low drops. Not sure which. Flagship is not that amazing here. Don't think Fumigate is worth it, or stuff like that. Dusk Dawn could be a thing, though. Not sure this is correct to take out Quellers here. One or two would be okay, perhaps. I think Scroungers will have to go, if I'd have a guess. Soulcrafts perhaps will have to go. So here's 6. I don't think I should have taken out Quellers. So my guess will be take out Soulcrafts and 2 Scroungers, something like that, and keep the Quellers. Okay, he'll have Burn to answer that, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I can take out Spawners. So I suppose the real I don't know, but they can block the Drake. They can block the Drake, so yeah, that's a bad sideboarding here. Now that I look at this after the match. So I should have taken instead the Toolcrafts and the and couple of Scroungers. Kind of sacrifice a bit of tempo. I don't know, but then on the other hand, if he doesn't draw enough of burn early on, he might be in trouble. But he's on the play now. I'm not sure, maybe it's correct this way. Also because there's gotta be Sweltering Suns in this blue-red, so yeah. In general, probably correct. Even though that day there weren't any mass removals in that blue-red deck, so it wasn't that bad. Alrighty then. Don't really remember what he cited, but probably some counters, some removal, and well, yeah. Again, Sun's supposed to come in there too. That's true. What can I say? So, Lightning Axe probably should should be added, maybe to the main deck, especially after the ban, because then you'll have to be able to deal quickly with all the monstrosities from black-green decks, and then you'd have to deal with, you know, vehicles. So that's the thing. That is the thing. So yeah, the real question is where the new summer meta will leave um, blue-white derivatives, because I don't know, in the past most of black-green decks were pretty bad for it. Mardu was not ideal either. So I think instead of being like more or less well positioned because of Marvel, now blue-white is actually gonna be pretty bad. Okay, he's a near turn 1. It's my response, Stillcraft, okay. Just gonna get shocked or something, but it might be something else. He can block the neonates. Okay, he's passing the turn, so there's probably gonna be some counter here or some burn. Attempting Heart of Kiran, it seemed like it resolved. Okay, Shock took care of that. But yeah, Heart could pose a problem if he cannot consistently remove the threats. Okay, chipping for more damage. Now the Drake, which is just 1/4, but that's not gonna be like that for too long. Okay, Tapland, Scrounger, crew it up, smashing pumpkins. So yeah, let's see. the new card from our Devastation is gonna help blue red quite a bit. The one that says like 3 damage to creature or destroy artifact. So that'll be cool. Weapon for mirror matches and for some other decks. Though now it's not as important with Marvel Gun, but still fine enough. Like moving forward, because after rotation, what kind of deck you will see a lot. So yeah, more the vehicles, of course. I'm already preparing myself in my pool for that. Okay, another Scrounger. Passion in with this heart. It's doing some real work here. You could shock the second Scrounger at the end of my turn, so that I can't screw it up on his. It's going out at 12. Here's the Inspector, but what is it gonna do here? Okay, so there was a, well, not a shock, but temper off of the neonate to take care of that Scrounger. So what is it? The Drakes are now 2/4. Okay, yes, but might not be good enough. Really hate that this blue-red deck loses so much with rotation. A lot of its card art from Amonkhet and Kaladesh, but not enough. So the deck will be reshaped a lot. Okay, here's Hazret, that's actually active. I don't think it's wise to actually go all in here. But I guess he's just using the opportunity to, you know, try to deal as much damage as possible this turn, because I couldn't crew the heart. And okay, I can bring back this Scrounger, Kraken back for 7. Okay, hit land number 5. guess I didn't have removal in hand right away. Maybe what I had was something like Avacyn. Yeah, it looks like Avacyn here. He can still kill it in response to the trigger. Yeah, he really needs to grow the drakes here to push through. I think actually moving on, you do want another Hazret in the deck. Just so good here. Maybe one will have to move towards something like, well, Timur Tempo. Kind of a variation on the Timur energy. Okay, here's Navasim, which was at the right time. He cast a thing and then cast a flout to try to exile this Scrounger, but yeah, Avacyn hit the bin. Well, hit the table, I mean. Protecting that. He can't really attack here. Well, he could, but he'll lose a Drake. I don't know if that's what he wants to do. Cracking the clue, hoping for some stasis near some declaration. That the deck will also lose with rotation and stasis snare too. So I don't know where this leaves any blue-whites. Oh yeah, we lose Spell Quellers, okay. Blue is gonna be gone. Well, we'll still have rebukes if some degenerate decks emerges from Hour of Devastation or the next block. But blue is gonna leave vehicles shells, it seems. And yeah, you'll have to go heavy black and heavy red because there's too much juice in those colors from Kaladesh and Amonkhet block, and also all the removals and so on. Because you'll lose a lot of good answers, like Stays Near Declaration. Avacyn will be gone. Selfless gone. So yeah. Gideon gone. I don't know what you would fill up with this slot. You'll probably have to play the new free mana Gideon. You know, it's so much worse than this 4 mana one. Just so much worse. But yeah, maybe there'd still be some really cool straight blue-red tempo. Illumination sensor, all that jazz. Uranus is cool, but I don't know how cool is that. Maybe straight red-green would be better. Okay, cast out to get rid of whatever and just animate and bash with all. Okay, thanks guys for watching. There will be another video of this matchup, so stay tuned until the next sale. Goodbye folks.